How's it going, everybody? I am Jason of JasonsRealm here today, bringing you live play-by-play coverage and reactions to the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the Cincinnati Reds. Now, I don't know why we don't have any... Oh my gosh. That was incredibly echoey. I highly apologize. Oh my gosh. I need to figure out what's going on. There is something wrong with my sound settings on my computer. But we're going to try to figure this out while we're here, while we're rolling, ready to roll. On the mound for the Reds going to be Andrew Abbott. He has one start this year, 6 innings pitched, 4 strikeouts, 1 walk, no homers allowed. So we'll see how he can fare up against Paul Skenes for the Pirates. Let me go ahead and make sure audio, sound, output, boom. If I go here... Why are you not providing me the output? I need my output. Where is it? There we go. There we go. Now that's going to work, hopefully. Let me try this. Let's see. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now let me go monitor mute and monitor and output. And I should be able to hear it. And I can't. That's fun. That's fun. Technical difficulties, always a joy. But we are ready to roll here. First pitch going to be coming to Jake Mangum. And here we go. Oh my gosh. I don't have any like, oh my gosh. Let me go into properties here. And I need to make sure I'm using the right mic. No, that's, oh my gosh. There we go. That's better. So we have a 1-1 count coming up to Jake Mangum. Ready to rumble. Abbott with his third pitch of the game. Pitch clock winding down. And here's the pitch. It's going to be inside in play down to the third baseman. And a relatively easy throw out to first. Easy throw out, I do say so myself. All right, I still don't know why my audio is not working, or why my playback's not working. Let me check in my settings here real quick. Up next is Nick Gonzalez up to bat, and let me see, manage sound device. Oh, that's not it. About here, at volume and preferences, and here we go, playing that. Another grounder to third and a third to first. Easy play. Okay, let me go over here, pull that up so we can take a look. Why does this still say unlisted? Did I not make it public? Am I really having a meltdown here? Okay, no, it is public. Okay. This just is out of date. Okay, so here we go. The next batter up, third batter up, going to be Bryan Reynolds. And here's the pitch, way low, about a few inches low. It's going to be a ball. 1-0 is the count. I don't know what broke. I honestly have no clue what broke. It's driving me up a tree because I can't figure out why it's not outputting. But we have a 2-0 now on Bryan Reynolds. And ready to see the third pitch coming up here. With 2 down, here's the pitch. And it's going to be swing and a miss outside, strike 1. All right, taking a look there again at that play by Abbott. Nice little pitch just outside Reynolds, expecting it to be a little bit higher. So here's the 2-1 swing, grounded right on into shallow center, and it's going to go taken by the right fielder. That's going to be a base hit for Bryan Reynolds up to first base. So the Pirates got 1 on, 2 down. A nice grounder right between the second and first baseman. Right between first and second, grounding it right on into the outfield. Right where you want to put it to get yourself a hit. Goes just past the second baseman, Matt McLean. So here we go, ready to roll here. Now is going to be Marcell Ozuna, the designated hitter, way low on the first pitch. I don't know why this is it's recognizing it, but it's not actually, it's driving me up a tree because I don't know why. But here we go. The pitch is going to be outside. 2-0 is the count to Marcell Ozuna. So here we go. Abbott on his 11th pitch of the inning, making it a very efficient inning so far. We'll see if Marcell Ozuna has anything to say about that, as he's faced with a 3-0 pitch, or a 3-0 count out the gate. So here comes the pitch. It's going to be right down the middle, right down the gut, and Ozuna's just going to have to take it. So here we go. Here's the 3-0 pitch. And yep, right down the middle of the plate, you just take it. Unwritten rule of baseball, you don't mess with that pitch. So here's the 3-1 Marcell Ozuna. Waiting on the pitch from Abbott. And here we go. That pitch is going to be swung at, popped way out into right field, and it's not going to be caught. Trying to make the play there is your right fielder, and he slid right into the wall. He looks like he's getting up. He looks like he's all good, thankfully. A little bit of a limp, though. Man, what an effort on that play. Sliding in, he went right on into the side there. Thankfully, that padding's on the wall. Denton, though, definitely with a bit of a limp. So we'll see here. Taking a look at his card. Ready for this next one from Abbott to Ozuna. Full count. Here is the pitch. Waiting on it, here is the pitch. It's way low and inside, a free base. Runners on first and second, 2 down for the Pirates. And Abbott, man, losing a little bit of control there. He's been way outside of the zone. His balls haven't even been close. Like, his balls just have been way outside. They've been either way low, way outside, way inside, way out, way up top. He's not even close to the zone. He's starting to lose a little bit of control here. He just needs to resettle in as he's ready to face O'Neal Cruz. And again, way low and outside. 1-0 is the count. Man, O'Neal Cruz getting ready to go here, but he ain't going to be able to hit a cruise missile if Abbott can't hit the strike zone. So here we go, the 1-0 pitch, and that's going to be inside for a strike. 1-1's the count. Oh, man. Let me see here. Let me try switching this off and then back on. I don't know why it's not playing. But here we go. Here's the pitch, the 1-1 to Cruz, and way inside, almost nicking him on the shoulder or on the elbow. All right, 2-1 now to Cruz. Abbott on 17 pitches so far this inning. He's going to have to get himself out of it if he wants to hold the Pirates. So here comes Cruz, waiting on the pitch. He launches that one. It's way out to right. And we've got a house call. O'Neal Cruz missile clearing the bases. And for some reason, the scores are flipped up. So let me just... Oh, no, I had it right. I just had my teams wrong. That's what it was. That's why. This is in Cincinnati, not Pittsburgh. There we go. That's more like it. I forgot to put the top as well, but there we go. So O'Neal Cruz clearing the bases here. 3-0 Pirates early in this one. Top of the first. Abbott having 18 pitches thrown already. Cruz puts on the welder's mask. And it's a Marte, or it's a, not a Marte party. Back in the day. This one also deep to right. Is that fair? It is! It's fair! And that's, never mind, they're saying foul. I thought it was fair for a second. But the Pirates parading around their cone. They got a big traffic cone. Yeah, that was foul. That was foul. But man, let me clear up the bases as well. None on, 2 down. Pirates with a 3-0 lead. Looking back at that Cruz missile, that was right in his sweet spot. Low in the zone on the heart of the plate. Cruz gets that bat down there and just makes incredible contact, follows through, and just launches it up on into the upper deck. So here we go. Abbott with his 20th pitch of the day. This one going to be to York. He grounds it into right field, and he's going to get onto first base easily. Let's go. It's a party here in Cincinnati for the Pittsburgh Pirates. They are rocking and rolling, having a good time so far here in Great American Ballpark. 2 down still. Abbott having a bit of a struggle. He's gonna have to figure out how he's gonna manage things here and how he's gonna figure it out. I still don't know why I'm not getting my playback. Let me try something here real quick. This might cause audio to be bad for a second. I do apologize, but I'm going to try something. Go back to here. Nope. Okay. But here we go. Up next to bat is 7th in the order, Jared Triolo. What's good, KCD? The homer was hit by O'Neal Cruise Missile. The Pittsburgh Pirates. Oh my gosh. What's good, Sports Predictor? So here we go. Jared Triolo with the first pitch of the at-bat from Abbott. Runner on first, 2 down. And here we go. Abbott needing to settle himself down here. And he launched that right over the heart of the plate. Strike 1. Okay. Still trying to figure out why I don't have a live playback. What's good, W? How you doing, bro? So here we go. The 0-1 pitch to Jared Triolo. And way low, or not way low, but low over the heart of the plate. Gonna be a ball. 1-1. So here we go. Looking at Triolo last year, batting .227, 7 homers, 24 RBIs. Yeah, he sucks in the outfield, so he might as well start hitting. Part of the problem is that, oh, that one is outside. Yes, it is. Okay, good. I mean, part of the reason for opening day is he thought he was too good for the sunglasses. He's like, a matinee game in New York City. Pfft, I don't need no sunglasses. Oh, I'm outfield? Nah, I don't need them. And Triolo hitting it. Is it going to drop? It does! It drops into shallow right. And runners now on the corners as York advances to third. And the Pirates got... Oh, it's actually going to be a double. I thought you were just going for the single, but no. Runners on second and third. A nice double there for Jared Triolo. Going to bring up Spencer Horwitz to the bag. Or to the plate. Man, nice batting here for the Pirates. Again, one of the big concerns of the Pirates leaving men on base. But eventually, if the bats are getting better, eventually it's going to lead to runs. And Horwitz just going to launch that way foul. 0-1's the count. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, even if the Pirates are leaving runners on base now, if you keep making those hits, if you keep getting runners on, those runners are going to turn into runs. You don't like leaving 14 runners on base, but eventually they are going to turn. And the 0-1 for Horwitz is going to be fouled off again. 0-2 is your count. Okay. Let me see here. I didn't even get to finish up writing my batting order here because I have been like running crazy. But here we go. The 0-2 pitch to Horwitz. Can Abbott get out of the inning on the 27th pitch? And he does not. It's going to be a ball. Man, Abbott already getting ready to face 28 pitches. So here we go. The 1-2 swing and a miss. And strike 3. That takes us to the middle of the first inning. Pirates stranding 2 runners. Let me see. Runners. Let me keep track of runners stranded. 2 runners stranded so far for the Pirates. But still a nice inning. A very nice inning. Taking it to the middle. Going to the bottom of the first. And is my ticker going to update? Or is my thing going to update? Or is it just going to sit there? Oh, man. But yeah, we are getting ready to see what the Cincinnati Reds got in store. There we go. Now it cleared. I'm going to try adding a new source. I'm going to try to add a new audio source. Audio input capture, or audio output capture, I think. Add source, add source. Now this is going to sound pretty rough. Let me go ahead and mute this. And set this. Is this gathering already? Oh, that was bad. That was bad. Okay, why is that my default source? I don't get why that's my default source. There we go. Now if I turn monitor and output, there we go. Now I have it playing in my ear. I was wondering, because I like having it in my ear so I can actually hear what's going on as well. That way I can hear, make sure the audio sounds right for the stream. Now I can focus on the rest of my whiteboard, because for baseball, the whiteboard just going to be the batting orders and starting pitcher. So let's see, your due up to bat here for the Reds is going to be, let me make sure, just little dots here against who's due up. TJ Friedel, Matt McLean, and Ellie De La Cruz all due up to bat here for the Reds up against Paul Skenes. Okay. So Paul Skenes last game getting an ERA of 67.5. Ay caramba. Pitching only 2/3 of an inning, but here we go. The first pitch from Skenes is gonna graze it, but they're gonna call it a ball. Grazed the zone, but just could not get the call they wanted, unfortunately enough. Okay. Oh. Okay, there we go. So here we go. We have a 1-1 count now to Friedel. And we are ready to roll here with Skenes on his third pitch of the day, bottom of the first. Here's the pitch. He delivers way low on that one. An 81-mile-an-hour curveball. Okay. Let's see. The 3.14 rates. Oh, man. The 2-1 goes way high. Ay caramba. So 3-1 is the count to Paul Mother-loving Skenes. Okay. So here we go. The pitch, and he walks. Well, Skenes going to start off this game on a four-seamer that goes high, and it's going to be a walk. The Reds having a runner on first. Okay. So we'll see. Taking a look at Saul Stewart, the batting cleanup there for the Reds. But here we go. Up next, Matt McLean up to bat. Ready to roll. Here's the pitch, and in there for strike one. Okay, up next, left fielder. Okay. So here we go. The pitch, the 0-1 pitch is swing and a miss, strike two. So here we go, McLean faced with the 0-2 count against Paul Mother-loving Skenes. And here we go, the pitch, ready to roll. Looking over at his first base, not quite looking to pick off just yet. But here we go. And that pitch going to be outside for a ball. A ball. Okay. So here's the 1-2 from Skenes to McLean, looking for his first out. The payoff pitch. It's swing. That's popped way high, and that is foul. Oh, man. So here we go. Skenes now, 10th pitch of the day. Still looking for that first out. The payoff pitch again. 1-2's your count. Runner on first is TJ Friedel. And here we go. The pitch. And in there for strike three. Ringing him up. One down. Up next to bat is going to be number 44, shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. Taking a look at the Pirates' defensive alignment right now. Still having O'Neal Cruz line up in center. Don't know how I'm feeling about that yet, but we'll see. Oh, man. So here we go. Skenes up against De La Cruz. Here's the pitch, the 0-0 count. And that is almost in the dirt. That's not what you want to see. So here we go. Almost done with my my whiteboard here. But ready to roll. Skenes pitching to Henry Davis, and the batter going to be De La Cruz. Swing and a miss, strike one. 1-1's your count. Skenes on pitch number 13. And here we go. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Skenes. Pitch clock winding down, throwing it, getting it in there. Strike two. Okay. Let me just write this down here. Okay. So here we go. The 1-2 pitch, the payoff, swing and a miss, strike 3. That's going to be 2 down. Up next to bat, number 27, batting cleanup, first baseman Saul Stewart. After the beauty just outside, getting De La Cruz to swing and miss. Okay. Let's see, roster number 41. Andrew Abbott. Runners branded. So here we go. 1-0 to Stewart. After the first pitch, we got Fear to Beard with the Go Buccos. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Here's the 1-0 from Skenes to Stewart on his 16th pitch of the day. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. So here we go, taking a look at our poll over there in the chat. We have 10 votes in that poll, and we're splitting 70-30 for your Pittsburgh Pirates. And here we go. The 1-1 pitch going for the pickoff, and he's safe. Safe at first, going to be Friedel. And here we go. Stewart ready to face the 1-1. Last season in 18 games, batting .255, 5 homers, 8 RBI. Power hitter here, ready to roll. The pitch is in the zone, but fouled off for strike 2. So there we go, rolling it out here. 1-2 now to Saul Stewart. Skenes on pitch number 18 of the day. And let's see, Stewart trying to get back in the box here. Taking his little time out to get situated here. And here we go. Skenes checking his first base. And here they go. The pitch is way outside. 2-2 is your count. You know, Jason, I thought about doing an MLB the Show franchise mode where I do a Dodgers season and commentate like Vince Scully. That would be kind of cool. That would be kind of cool. It'd be right up your alley, too. But here we go. The pitch grounded to second and an easy step on the bag. And that will retire the side. 3-0, end of the first. I almost said first period because we've been doing a lot of hockey as of late. But end of the first inning, it is 3-0 Pirates. By the way, we'll be live for some hockey later tonight. I'm actually eyeing up that Blues-Kings game, the game of survival. So we'll be live for that later tonight as well. The Reds stranding one runner there. Taking a quick look around the rest of the MLB right now. Let's go ahead and see. Looking at your MLB scores. In the top of the third, the Braves up 2-0 over the Athletics. Bottom of the second, the Orioles have a runner on second with 2 down, up 2-0 over the Texas Rangers. And of course, your Pittsburgh mother-loving Pirates up 3-0 over the Reds, getting into the top of the second. Go Pens, yes sir. Well, I mean, it's up to you, man. It's worth a shot. It's worth a shot, I'd say. But yeah, we will see. Unfortunately, we won't be live for a Pens game until Saturday, because I'm at the church on Thursdays, and Tuesdays I bowl. And the bulk of the remaining games are either Tuesdays or Thursdays. So, you know. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and say no to that. But also getting ready, warm-ups. We have a rain delay, actually, in St. Louis. The Mets taking on the Cardinals. But in your warm-up, you got the Nationals and Phillies, the Rockies and Blue Jays, and the White Sox and Marlins. So those games getting ready to get underway. But due up for the Pirates this inning going to be your batting ninth, the catcher, number 32, Henry Davis. Then back to the top of the order with right fielder Jake Mangum and second baseman Nick Gonzalez. In fact, I think I know what I want to do. I'm going to keep track as to who is what. So let me see. Box. So here we go. That's first pitch going to be low for Henry Davis. Let's see. He was... Let me see. Just taking a look here. Ready to roll. And it's going to be put into play, but it's right to the center fielder. There's out number 1. All right, so that means we have Nick Gonzalez is 0 for 1. Okay, Brian Reynolds is 1 for 1. But here we go, back to the top of the order, Jake Mangum. Here's the 0-0 pitch. It's going to be grounded to third and an easy ground out. Let's see, Marcelo Zuna. 0 for 0. I need a better way of tracking this. I really do. Maybe we'll use paper pencil. We'll use the good old paper pencil method. Or we'll just use digital. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But here we go. The 0-0 pitch. First pitch to Nick Gonzalez, who's 0 for 1 on the day. And here we go, in there for strike 1. All right. Nick Gonzalez did have a ground out in the first. And here's the 0-1 pitch. Down, way down there, but swung at for a ball. All right, so taking a look here, Nick Gonzalez faced with the 0-2 count. Got to be cautious here, but also somewhat aggressive. You don't want to let anything go by the plate without having a chance at swinging at it here. And that's way outside for ball number 1. 1-2 is your count. All right, they're taking us up inside the Pittsburgh Sportsnet broadcast booth. And here we go. The pitch is way down into the dirt. 2-2 is your count on Nick Gonzalez. Okay. And do this, and there we go. So the 2-2, the payoff pitch here, going to be coming to Gonzalez. A swings, hits it to third, and an easy ground out. So that will take us to the middle of the second here with the same score, 3-0. Pirates not leaving anyone more on base. And we are ready to roll here. Real quick, I am going to turn on, I forgot to turn on one of the studio lights I got. Let me go ahead and get that handled here real quick. After the Pirates went 1, 2, 3, it's boom, boom, boom. Oh, I forgot to write who's due up for the Reds. Last one was Saul Stewart, so I believe it's Nathaniel Lowe, Spencer Steer, and Will Benson due up for the Reds here. Let me go ahead and turn on my other studio light real quick. Okay. There we go. That's more like it. Now I actually got light. Now I actually got light on me. That looks a lot better. Okay. Get back into the earbuds here. Get back into my stream ears. Okay, so we are here and ready to rumble. By the way, just letting yins know, we will be live again tonight around 9 p.m. Eastern after this game. We'll be covering the LA Kings taking on the St. Louis Blues in the NHL playoff race that is heating up big time. That game going to be a game about survival, so make sure you guys do drop a like and smash that subscribe button as we are trying to hit 1,000 subs by the end of Stanley Cup Finals. We are your one-stop shop for NHL, MLB, and NFL coverage. We do it all, and we'll do a little bit of the Masters too probably next weekend, so do it all. What's good, Tromboner? How you doing, bro? How you doing? Yeah, we do pretty much everything here. We'll cover everything. Just have a good time streaming coverage of sports. I love doing this, so I will do it every single chance I get. But here we go, looking at Paul Skenes, ready to roll here, back on the mound against Nathaniel Lowe. And first pitch is way outside. So here we go. I'm also going to try to put together a bit of a streaming schedule for next week while we are down here because I have been behind on that. But here's the pitch, and the 1-0 is hit out to left field, and a relatively easy catch there. Not a lot of work there for Brian Reynolds. Okay. But yeah, I had a bit of a shift in my job situation, so we have a bit of bit of freedom, bit more freedom now to get some more streams in the mix. Let me go ahead and move these over here as we are ready to roll. Here's the 0-0 to Steer, first pitch of the at-bat. Okay. Jason, have you tried SNP3 or the SNP360 app? I like to watch the game and listen to commentators. I'm new and did not know you're from the Berg. Oh, absolutely. I am from the Berg. I'm actually watching it on Sportsnet Pittsburgh on the TV. So that's how I'm getting it. But that one is high, pop back. Henry Davis trying to go for it, but can't get to it. It goes out. So we have the 1-1 up to Steer. But yeah, I use Sportsnet Pittsburgh all the time. So I use that to provide my coverage. So here we go, ready to roll. The 1-1 pitch to Spencer Steer. And Skenes way high. Almost looked like he was trying to take his head off on that one. Ay caramba. But here we go. The 2-1 pitch to Steer. Ready to rumble. It's going to be grounded back into foul. Back in behind the catcher. So 2-2's the count. And Skenes trying to get out of this inning through 25 pitches so far. As we're ready to see what Steer's got in store. 1 down, 2-2's the count. Ready to rumble. The pitch from Skenes is going to be underway. And way in the dirt. A 90-mile-an-hour changeup. Wow. But here we go. Full count, payoff pitch. Paul Skenes ready to roll. He's got the pitch dialed up. He's in sync with his catcher, Henry Davis. And swing and a miss. Strike 3. Get out of town, Spencer Steer. That's why you struck out. Your last name's essentially a cow. Spencer Cow. Oh, man. A beautiful pitch right to the outside, breaking ball to the inside. A little left to right curver on that one. And able to punch it right in. And I got rid of Caleb and due to moving and didn't know the app was worth it, or just getting Xfinity again. Thanks. Don't mean to interrupt. Oh, no, you're good. Make Pirates Game Day is worth a listen at work. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Michael. I'm trying to do as much as I can. Right now, we're really focusing on the hockey because we're getting down to the NHL playoff race, the nitty-gritty. But throughout the summer, we'll be doing a lot of Pirates games. And first pitch, swing and a miss by Benson. Not gonna go. 0-2 is your count here. Skenes trying to get out of this inning pretty quick. Pretty quick and pretty easy. A lot easier than the Mets game, I'll tell you that. He's looking a lot better. Although, and this one gonna be put in play real quick. It's a pop fly. Cruz chasing it down. Oh my gosh! O'Neal Cruz made a catch in the outfield. He made an easy catch in the outfield. We have a center fielder again. And that'll retire the side. So getting ready to go to the top of the third inning. Still with the score. The Pittsburgh Mud-Lovin' Pirates 3. The Cincinnati Reds nothing. His vision has been fixed. Oh, don't worry. I already said I was going to be going into what's his name, Don Kelly's office. If I saw Cruz out there in a day game without sunglasses, I'd go in there and say, here's some Oakleys, here's a stapler, staple the Oakleys to O'Neal Cruz's face, please. Oh man, I swear I would have done that. I would have drove down to the Berg and made that happen. So they put the welder mask on him in center field. Honestly. Oh my gosh. Like, honestly, not that I pin the loss on any one person, because in a team sport, and I do this even when I bowl. I bowl a lot of times and I bowl on teams, right? So even if I'm doing well and somebody struggles, it's still my fault. I didn't bowl 300. I could have bowled better. You know what I mean? You can always play better. So not that I like to appoint a loss to one person, but Cruz, he kind of cost the Pirates a lot in that game. There were about three runs in the first inning that were let up because of him, if not 4. And because of that, they yanked Skenes in the first inning, which led to Matson getting in. I believe it was Matson was his name, Mason Matson. And if they didn't go to Mason Matson, they might not have given up another couple runs under him. That's a 5-6 run swing right there in a game that was a 4-run final difference. So, again, not saying it was all his fault because, you know, the bats could have batted better. The reliever pitchers could have relieved pitch better. But it was definitely a costly one. Definitely a costly one, that game. And I think Cruz had a firm talking to by his coaches, like, if you're going to be out there, you're wearing the glasses. And we don't got anywhere else for you, so if you want to play ball, you got to put on the glasses. But here we go. The Pirates, Brian Reynolds, Marcell Ozuna, and Oneil Cruz due up to bat. And here we go. Brian Reynolds, the first pitch in the dirt. Okay. So Brian Reynolds 1 for 1, getting a single in the first, ultimately scoring off of the Cruz missile. So we'll see here. Last season, 245 average, 16 homers, 73 RBIs. And here comes the 1-0 from Abbott. In the zone, swing and a miss, strike one. 1-1's your count. So if you guys are enjoying the coverage, man, do me a huge favor. Go down below the stream, drop a like, drop a sub. We are trying to hit 1,000 subs before the Stanley Cup is given out. And Cruz going to get rung up, or not Cruz. I bet Reynolds going to get rung up on one. Did that graze the zone? I don't know about that one. I don't know, but they're not going to use the challenge. They're not going to use the ABS challenge on that just yet, which I don't blame them. It's not a critical enough situation to use it and to burn one. You want to save those as much as you can. But here we go. The 1-2 to Reynolds from Abbott on his 40th pitch of the day. Top of the third, in the dirt. Check the swing. He didn't go. What? I didn't think he went, but they said he went. That's going to be a strikeout. Ouch. Wow. Oh, no, I guess. Second look, he did kind of get that bat pushed a little. Yep. He pushed the bat just a little bit in front of him. That's your strike three. But up next is going to be your designated hitter batting cleanup. That's Marcell Ozuna, and he belts this one to right field. You don't have to catch it. You know, you're paid to look pretty out there, not to catch the ball. You didn't have to catch that. I mean, you could have just let it drop. You could have pulled Oneil Cruz. But he caught it anyway for the out. Yeah, taking a look at that Cruz, that was a 3-run homer, a 107.4 exit velocity on a curveball, 407 feet. But here we go. Oneil Cruz missile at the plate. Last time he launched a homer, and that's going to be strike one. Just grazing the outside of the plate from Abbott. So here we go. Last season, Cruz batting 200, 20 homers, and 61 RBI. Here's the 0-1. He swings, he belts that to center field, but a relatively easy catch there made by the center fielder, TJ Friedel. And that will retire the side in short order. And we'll see what we got here. Your Cholu and Horwitz due up next inning. But for the Reds, up next, you got number 37, your catcher, Tyler Stevenson. Yeah, number 3, your third baseman, batting ninth, Ke'Bryan Hayes. And back to the top of the order with your center fielder, number 29, TJ Friedel. That is who the Reds got due up to bat in the bottom of the third. All right, let me go ahead and take a look here real quick. Ooh, bro, that's cool. So yeah, we are ready to rumble here. We are ready to go. And I gotta say, man, much love to Allians again popping out for today. I haven't really done baseball as much because I did a couple test runs and didn't really do a whole lot. But, you know, I gotta say, you guys are freaking amazing popping out here and joining up the stream. This stream's doing a lot better than baseball streams have done in the past. So, much love to Allians, bro. Much love. Oh, man, let's take a look around the rest of the MLB real quick. Do we have any other score updates to provide? Hell yeah, it's in the chat. I mean, honestly, like, this is something, if this channel would ever reach a point where I could do this, I would love being able to do this as a job, man. It's got to be feasible, but, you know, I love being able to just talk sports, cover sports. I mean, this is where I feel my passion truly lies. But taking a look real quick, the Phillies up 1-0 over the Nationals in the bottom of the first. Taking a look as well, the Cardinals still in a rain delay. The Athletics getting on the board in the top of the fourth, 2-1 there. Braves still have the lead. In the bottom of the third, the Orioles up 2-0 on the Rangers. Other than that, we're in the bottom of the third, and in the bottom of the first, the Rockies and Blue Jays tied at 0. Same with the White Sox and the Marlins. But here we go, Skenes ready to go. Bottom of the third to Stevenson. And this hit, it's going to be made contact into right field, or left center field, and caught by Brian Reynolds. Grazi Hoggy, I don't know about that just yet. I don't know about that. Maybe more so of Pittsburgh live sports coverage. Tree can have the video. You Tree can have the videos. I got the live coverage. Man, it's really been the Pittsburgh sportsmen that have really pulled this. That have really been pulling the channel as of late. But here we go. That's gonna be to Hayes, and it's gonna be a ball. And it's in my office at Columbus Air Force Base, Mississippi, watching. Well, thank you for your service, Fear to Beard. Thank you. Much love. Always support our troops, bro. So here we go. The 1-0 pitch from Skenes is going to be in there for a strike. 1-1 is the count. And ready to roll up against Brian Hayes, former teammate of Paul Skenes. Not for a long time, though. But here we go. Inside. Did not get him, thankfully. And it's going to be a ball. That one almost clipping the front of his shirt there. But here we go. Bottom of the third. 2-1 is the count. Skenes throwing pitch number 35 of the day. And this one going to be popped up. And that is going to be into shallow left field, played by the shortstop. Easy catch made there by Jared Triolo. And that's going to bring up to the plate number 29 center fielder TJ Friedel. Back to go again. And they're doing the Paul Skenes Cy Young bobblehead on the 18th. That's going to be like a $500 game to get into because everybody loves Paul Skenes, and that is a rare collectible. So I'm not going to be at that game. I don't have that kind of money. But here we go. The first pitch there to Friedel is going to be a 98-mile-an-hour four-seamer, but it's going to be a ball, not in the zone. So here we go, Skenes taking a look at Friedel. And here's the 1-0. This one going to be on the outside. It's going to stay outside for a ball number 2. And that one was the right call. It was a fair bit outside. No, I don't. I don't have $500 to go to a hockey or to go to a football or baseball game. That's the one. And that one going to be high. 3-0's the count. And here comes Friedel. He has to take it. You just got to take it. It's coming right down the gut. You know it. It's the unwritten rule of baseball. And here comes your strike. Never mind, he walked him. Skenes lost that way high and outside, and he walks Friedel for the second time today. So we'll see. Up next to bat, going to be number 9, second baseman Matt McLean. I need to grab these too. I can feel the throat starting to get a little tight, little tightened up. But here we go. The 0-0 to McLean. It's in there for strike 1. So here we go. Skenes just trying to look down his opponent here, looking down McLean. Yo, let's go, Colin. Much love, bro. Much love. Going for the birds. And that's going to be strike number 2. Fouled way up. So here comes the 0-2 to McLean from Skenes, throwing pitch number 42 of the day. And Colin, man, much love. I know you didn't pay for it. It was a gifted sub, but man, much love for you being a channel member, bro. But here we go, the 0-2. Ready to roll to McLean. 0 for 1 on the day. And here's the pitch. That one gonna be in there for strike number 3. Get out of town. So that's going to bring us to the top of the 4th inning. That's going to bring up to bat for the Pirates the third baseman, number 38, Nick York, the shortstop, number 19, Jared Triolo, and first baseman, number 2, Spencer Horwitz. As we are ready to roll back on into the top of the 4th inning here in Cincinnati, Ohio, Great American Ballpark. Hey, you guys and subs now. We do have channel memberships. That is an option. Again, never required. This content is free for everyone forever. But when I don't know what to stream, I'm going to the channel members, making a post over there. Hey, what do you guys want to see? As I get more content out and more videos ready, you know, as the channel membership grows, you know, we might do some additional members only live streams, you know, that kind of stuff. Still not sure exactly the full details, but you know, that's kind of where we're at right now. So much love to all the channel members because it does help me out. Again, this is something that I would love to be able to leverage this to a full-time kind of job, but we're just not quite there at it yet. Like the background music? I like it too. Thank you, man. It's the Pokemon X and Y soundtrack. I figured the you know, the games are you know, gaming stuff are ready to go. Well, so Sports Victor, the reason we have 5 members on the channel is because there was a bet made during the Pens-Canes game with a Carolina Hurricanes fan, and he said, "Oh, if you cover the whole game and the Canes win, I'll gift 5 subs." Or 5 members. So he did that. He actually held up his end of the bargain. In my mind, I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll whatever. I don't know you're actually gonna do it, but he actually followed through, man. He actually followed through, so he gifted 5 subs or 5 memberships. So that's how those 5 came around. But I love how the Pirates now have a cone in the dugout. Yeah, that's how you got that call. He actually gave it out, and he held up his end of the bet. But here we go. First pitch there to York. Going to be in the top of the zone for strike. No! That grazed the zone, but they called it a ball. Man, I just want to see the Pirates keep raising that cone. They got a big cone. That's going to be a ball high above the zone. But yeah, now in the dugout, the Pirates, on top of the welder's mask, also have a big cone. Do I have something like it? I don't have anything like it. But that cone, they'll take it and fouled off by York. But yeah, they'll take the cone and just start like going up and down when the Pirates score. They'll walk it down the dugout. We saw them do it on the cruise missile. But here's the 2-1 to York from Abbott, 47th pitch of the day, and that's a strike. Okay, that was kind of bad, but whatever. We were gifted a ball earlier. Oh, the ABS challenge. That's going to be a ball. Yes, sir. The Pirates challenging it, and it worked. That was an 1.5 inches low. The count is going to 3-1. Still 2 challenges remaining apiece. But here we go. The pitch is going to be fouled away. 3-2 is the count. And here we go. York faced with the full count again. Abbott on pitch number 49 of the day. And here we go. Waiting on it. And inside for ball 4. That's going to send York to first base. I mean, it's not about that. It's just about, you know, it's about right place, right time. You know what I mean? Right place, right time, the right people, you know, that want to support watching your stuff, you know, it's really all it comes down to. That's really all it comes down to. Well, we'll see. They're showing the Z's. The old, I remember back in a while ago, they do like the little, like, you know, the hands, flip it over. But here we go. 0-1 to Triolo. Abbott already on 50 pitches on the day. And here we go. Waiting on the 0-1. It's going to be on the outside and fouled away. 0-2 is the count. Okay. They're taking us back in the booth here in between pitches. Ready to roll. And here we come. 0-2 to Triolo from Abbott. It's going to be in there and fouled away. That was your prime homer spot there. That was right over the bottom third of the zone, right over the heart of the plate. That's unfortunate. That was a quality opportunity, too. But here we go. Triolo with the 0-2. Ready to roll. up against Abbott. 53rd pitch of the day from him. He's probably going to be done around the 5th, 6th inning time frame. And a grounder to first and an easy double play for the Reds. That's going to bring two down, nobody on. And here we go. Ready to see up to bat number 2, first baseman Spencer Horwitz. Yep, that was your one. There's your replay. Incredible jump grab to get York. That was just incredible athleticism there by, who was that? That was, I believe, McLean. Yeah, Matt McLean jumping on that. But here we go. Now to Horwitz. That's going to be in there for strike 1. Waiting to see here what the Pirates got in store. Spencer Horwitz ready to roll here. And here we go. The pitch is low and okay, good. They're going to keep it low for a ball. Let's say that was definitely low, but with this umpire, his strike zone's a little bit down. He's lowered his strike zone a little bit. But here we go. The 1-1 pitch is going to be fouled off by Horwitz, trying to chase it down, but not able to make the grab is the catcher. Horwitz did strike out in the first inning. Last season batting .272, 11 homers, 51 RBI, and 787 OPS. But here we go. The 1-2 to Horwitz. Abbott already on pitch 57. And in the dirt, he swings at it. Oh my gosh. That's the worst when it's in the dirt, easy ball, and you already pull the trigger on it. Yowzas. Well, that's going to retire the side, bring us to the bottom of the 4th. Still no runners more left on base. The Pirates only stranding 2, the Reds only stranding 1. A relatively clean game of baseball today being played. Oh, man. But yeah, we are ready to rumble here. What? Yeah. Oh, boy. This is the one day of the year I hate on X because, like, everybody gets you. Everybody gets you. Man, we are ready to rumble here. Oh, man. Oh, boy. I love it, but also hate it at the same time. Man. But yeah, we are ready to rumble. But yeah. Oh, they're throwing it back to Marc-Andre Fleury's final prank as a member of the Penguins. Oh, boy. What did he do? What did he do? I gotta see, has he got Gino with it? Oh, man. He made all the cars flowers. That's awesome. Oh, Marc-Andre Fleury's a freaking gem, man. He is a freaking gem. He put number 29 in flowers on all the cars. Even Crosby was like, how bad is it? But here we go. The first pitch to Ellie De La Cruz. Also due up Saul Stewart and Nathaniel Lowe. Oh, man. That's awesome. But here's the 0-1 to De La Cruz, ready to roll. From Skenes outside for ball number 1. Oh, here we go. A strikeout in the first for De La Cruz. And here we roll. Skenes on pitch 45 of the day. And outside on the 93-mile-an-hour splitter. 2-1 is the count. So here we go. Looking at Skenes, ready to move it. And the pitch is going to be fouled back for strike 2. 2-2's your count. All right. Let me see here. Where is this? And okay. Those Skenes get ready to rumble here. Against De La Cruz, the payoff pitch is fouled away. All right, so De La Cruz still on a 2-2 count. And here we are, the 2-2 from Skenes to De La Cruz, pitch 48 of the day for Skenes. And here it is, it's going to be at the top of the zone, fouled away. And De La Cruz having a grinding at-bat up against Paul Skenes. These are the at-bats that are the most brutal because they are the ones that just grind pitches against a pitcher and essentially waste the pitcher because pitchers don't want to throw 100 pitches every night. You know, I think Skenes gets pulled somewhere around the 80, maybe 90 mark, just depending on where the game's at. But if it's days like this, probably somewhere in the 80 to 90 mark, you're going to pull him, I would imagine. But here we go. He's been well so far today, though. 48 pitches. Here's the 49th to De La Cruz. Grounded in. It's going to get through to right field. That's going to put De La Cruz on first base. So the Reds with a runner on, nobody out in the bottom of the fourth. Up next to bat going to be number 27, first baseman Saul Stewart. Oh, man. Oh, that just was a perfectly placed grounder. A perfectly placed grounder. Just incredible placement there by De La Cruz. But here's the pitch. It's going to be fouled away for strike one on the 94-mile-an-hour splitter. Oh, here we go. Stewart 0 for 1 on the day. As we are ready for the pitch from Skenes. In an empty Great American Ballpark because it's an April matinee. And that pitch going to be fouled away again. 0-2 is the count. So here we go. Taking a look at De La Cruz there on base. As he has like little finger protectors or something like that. But here we go. The 0-2 from Skenes to Stewart, waiting on the batter timeout to wrap up. And here we go. Waiting on the pitch. Here it comes. It's going to be in the zone, but fouled off again. That's going to be foul ball, still 0-2. Those Skenes getting grinded out now this inning here. 53 pitches after this next one gets delivered. And here's the pitch. It's going to be in the dirt for a ball. De La Cruz staying at first, though, on the changeup. All right. Pitch 54 coming up from Skenes here. At this rate, he might not even make it to the 7th inning. He's going to have to figure out a way to be able to make something out of this. He's going to have to get out of this at-bat quickly. But here we go. Skenes with pitch 54 on the day to Stewart. Okay. So here it is. And the pitch is going to be fouled away in the dirt. 1-2 still. And De La Cruz, now Stewart, just absolutely grinding away at Skenes' pitch count. Wow. So here we go. Bottom of the fourth. Here comes the 1-2 pitch yet again. And he's actually going to try to pick off De La Cruz, but he gets back to the bag. Okay. So waiting here now, Skenes on his 55th pitch of the day. The 1-2 is going to be grounded right to second, but not able to get De La Cruz at second, but throwing to Horwitz to get the runner out on first. So one down, runner on second in scoring position. Okay. Yeah, just awkward placement there for the second baseman. Going to be who is that? Going to be Nick Gonzalez, just not able to get back to the bag before Cruz would have got there. So nice move there. Smart move. Smart baseball. So here we go. Up to bat now is going to be Nathaniel Lowe. And he takes the first pitch for a strike. 0-1 is the count. And here we go. Ready to roll. Here we go. Skenes with the pitch. It's going to be popped out into right field. It's going to drop for a base hit. De La Cruz might be coming around to score. O'Neal Cruz launching it. De La Cruz scores. And Lowe goes to second base. 3-1 is your score here. A nice play by the Reds to make the magic happen. Oh, there goes my, there we go. So let's see. Again, a beautifully placed ball. Beautifully placed hit. So here's the pitch again. A grounder to third and an easy throw to first to get out number 2. That one on steer. Now up to bat. Going to be your right fielder, number 30, Will Benson. I think I'm actually going to send out a poll for members actually later today because I'm not sure what I want to cover for tomorrow night. So we'll see. Here comes the pitch. The 0-0 to Benson. And swing and a miss, strike 1. Okay. Okay, NSH. LAK. So here we go. Ball gonna be outside. 1-1 is the count. And Skenes already on 60 pitches on the day. Where's the goal horn? We don't got goal horns for baseball. We don't got goal horns. But here we go. Here's the pitch. The 1-1 is swung at, strike 2. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm probably sending out a members only poll later tonight. So, or this afternoon, I should say. So something to keep an eye out for. They don't have horns in baseball. And Skenes has a changeup go right into the dirt. Okay. So let's see. Skenes ready to roll on the 2-2 pitch. And here we go. Going to be in the zone. Swung at, fouled off for a remained count at 2-2. Skenes, man, really getting grinded out this inning. And I mean big time. So here we go. And the pitch is going to be popped up towards left field. Getting there is Bryan Reynolds, and he retires the side. A second runner left on base for the Reds. And that was, I believe, Benson on that last hit. Let me double check here. Let me make sure before I confirm. But going to the top of the 5th, due up is going to be number 38, third baseman Nick York. Number 19, shortstop Jared Triolu. And number 2, first baseman Spencer. Wait, that sounds very familiar. Did we just do that? Let me double check here. I could be talking out my butt right now. Let me go back into the game day. Yeah, due up now. That was last inning. So due up is going to be Henry Davis, Jake Mangum, and Nick Gonzalez. Benson flew out, so Stevenson, Hayes, and Friedel going to be. Okay. Yeah, so due up for the Pirates, number 32, catcher Henry Davis. Number 28, right fielder Jake Mangum. And number 3, second baseman Nick Gonzalez. So a nice getting back up to the start of the order after Henry Davis. Bryan Reynolds would be up after Gonzalez. It's got to win this. Absolutely, Trash Panda. Absolutely. I mean, they got to get back to 500. I mean, I think this team has the chance. I think this team legitimately has the potential to be an 80-win team this year. I really think they do. They theoretically have a chance to make it into maybe that wild card spot into one of them, because it's all going to depend on the hitting. And the hitting suffice. And the hitting complement the pitching. Because when you got Paul Skenes in your rotation and you got a good rotation the way the Pirates have it this year, I mean, it's a really, really good chance. The problem for the Pirates last year wasn't the pitching. It was the batting. The batting was killing them last year. Who cares if Paul Skenes holds your opponent to 1 or 2 runs if you only score none? You know what I mean? You got to get on board to win. Okay. Well, we'll see. Going to the top of the 5th. We take off second baseman, put top, and do that. There we go. Yeah, so I mean, I think this team legitimately has potential if the batting can be there. Although, as soon as I say that, Henry Davis takes a ball right down the gut. Let's go to PPY. How you doing, bro? So we'll see. Ready to roll the 0-1 from Abbott in the top of the 5th. And that one going to be inside for a ball. 1-1 is the count. So yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, I know why Bob Nutting spent the money this year. He didn't spend it to appease us fans. He knew that if he didn't appease Paul Skenes and try to build a winner, then Skenes would walk and he'd lose his cash cow. So he did it. He went out and made those moves to try and keep Skenes happy. But by proxy, it helps the Pirates. And it's going to be a grounder to third here from Davis and an easy out. That's going to be one away. I mean, honestly, Paul Skenes, we thought Paul Skenes would have been the person to bring the Pirates back to relevance just by being good. But by being who the Pirates needed to stand up for the organization and stand up for the fans is even more powerful than that. But here we go. Oh, no, it was a foul. No, they ruled it foul. It hit the line. Wow. So here we go. Henry Davis getting another chance. And second chance at life, if you shall say it that. But here we go. Here's the pitch, and there's your strikeout. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 to the outside. Okay. So up next is going to be Jake Mangum coming up to bat here for the Pirates. Back to the top of the order here for the 3rd time through the rotation in the top of the 5th inning. Here we go. Mangum trying to be the spark this team needs. And he is the spark by taking a strike right down the middle in the bottom of the zone. Okay. So here we go. The 0-1 is going to be, they're going to first, but he didn't go. That's going to be ball number 1. 1-1 to Mangum is the count. Abbott on pitch 65 of the day. Okay. And putting it in play, grounder to second, trying to beat out the play, not able to. An easy out there for the Reds as Mangum does ground out to second. Now up to bat, going to be number 3, second baseman Nick Gonzalez. Trying to get some more run support for Paul Skenes. And here we go. Gonzalez up to bat. Ready to go against Abbott, 66th pitch of the day, down low, about a foot below the zone, just about, and he still swings at it and misses. Gonzalez with 0 for 2 today, 2 ground outs, but we'll see what he's got in store. But if you guys are enjoying the coverage though, do me a huge favor. Down below the stream, there's 2 buttons, a like button and a sub button. Press those 2 buttons. It'll make my day if you guys are enjoying the coverage. Oh boy, but here we go. 0-2 now up against Gonzalez. Taking a look at pitches by inning. Ever since that first inning, he has had no more than 14 pitches an inning. Before that, his first inning, he had 28 pitches for Abbott. He has been highly efficient ever since that first. And it's going to be low and inside for a ball. Ball number 1 at the at-bat. And here we go. Abbott with the 1-2 pitch to Gonzalez, who's 0 for 2 on the day. And here it is. It's going to be grounded off his foot. Oy. That didn't feel good. Okay. So we'll see. Going right off that left foot. Lee. Gonzalez checking out of the box real quick. And we'll see. Waiting on the at-bat here. And let's see. Here comes the pitch. It's going to be low, but swung at for strike three, retiring the side. Middle of the fifth inning we go. After the Gonzalez strikeout, that'll bring up Reynolds, Ozuna, Cruz. So due up for the Reds here in the bottom half of the fifth inning is going to be number 37, your catcher, Tyler Stevenson. Third baseman, number 3, batting ninth, Brian Hayes. And back to the top of the order with center fielder, number 29, TJ Friedel. That's going to be due up for the Reds. There we go. I am just trying to figure out how we're going to do this. NSH at SJS. Trying to kind of plan out some potential streams for the weekend and the rest of the week. Trying to keep an eye on that here. 4 or 5. Taking a look at the NHL schedule first and foremost, as we are rolling here. But I do gotta say, man, much love to audience who've been popping in here throughout this game. Again, baseball was always one where it's like, I can cover it, and I enjoy covering it, but I just never really performed as well. So I gotta say, man, much love to audience. Much love to audience for popping in during this stream today. It really does make my day. It really does. 3 p.m. FLA at it. Or anything else Easter night. Maybe. Maybe we'll do another game on Easter night. We'll see. We could do a triple header. We could do a triple header. Let's see. We'll figure it out. I think definitely, though, 9:30. 9:30 Blues Avalanche. For John. But here we go. Back on the mound here is going to be Paul Skenes for the bottom of the fifth inning. Due up for the Reds here, leading off is going to be the catcher, number 37, Tyler Stevenson. And here's the pitch. It's going to be checked but fouled away. So 0-1's the count. Okay. So here we go. Pitch on the 0-1, going to be high above the zone, going to make it a 1-1 count. And here we go. Ready to roll. The first 1-1 pitch is going to be grounded past the first baseman, and that's going to be an easy base hit. Easy base hit there for Tyler Stevenson. Yowzas. That's a rough one for the Pirates defensively. I mean, right there, it just went past Horwitz. He was a little bit of the line too far outside, just wasn't able to make the play. But here we go. Up to bat now, number 3, Brian Hayes. Ready to get to bat here, and gonna be in there for a strike. Okay. Buff. That's definitely. But here we go. Bottom of the fifth, the 0-1 to Hayes, and he swings, flies this one up. Flies it higher than the Snoop D-O-double-G, and an easy out made by Gonzalez. Runner still on first, 1 down for the Reds. Skenes already on pitch number 70 of the day. We'll see if he comes out. I think he comes out for the 6th inning, but he might get pulled somewhere in the 6th or after the 6th. We'll see. Right now, he is starting to get a pretty high pitch count for what we would like to see. But here we go. The first pitch now to TJ Friedel of the at-bat. Runner on first, no down. Or one down. And that's going to be low for ball number 1. Okay. So here comes the 1-0. And low for ball number 2. But here we go. Oh, here we go. Bottom of the 5th. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Shouts. Okay. That was outside, but they're going to rule it a ball. Okay. So ready to rumble. Here's the 2-1 pitch from Skenes. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 2-2 is the count. Okay, warming up in the bullpen already for the Pirates. Going to be Mason Montgomery. Warming up there. Probably going to relieve Skenes here in the 6th, I would imagine. And here we go. Skenes on pitch number 74 of the day. The 2-2 to Friedel. And it's going to be swung. It's launched into shallow right center. And easy catch made by Jared Triolo. Friedel walking back to the dugout here. And Skenes getting ready to finish up his 5th inning of work. See, Skenes is looking at something. He's looking over to the dugout. Coach is talking over what they're gonna do here. Are they're not pulling Skenes yet? They're not pulling him yet. No. Okay. So here we go. The first pitch to McLean. It's gonna be in there for strike 1. And here we go. Man. So again, taking a look at Skenes, a precision sniper for the Pirates. And here he goes. The pitch is going to be fouled away 0-2. What's his pitch count at? He is at 76. So I wasn't sure if they'd give him the start in the 6th or if they just pull him after the 5th. And it looks like, given that Matson's warming up, or Montgomery's warming up, they are probably going to pull him after the 5th. Probably make the sub out in between innings. And swing and a miss. Strike 3, retiring the side. This could be the last we see of Paul Mother-Loving Skenes today. And the Reds now with a total of 4 runners left on base. That is not a stat you want to see go up if you're the Reds. But here we go. Going to the top of the 6th, 3-1 is your current score. Around the rest of the MLB, the Atlanta Braves up 5-1 over the Athletics, top of the 6th. Meanwhile, in the bottom of the 5th, the Orioles up 4-2 over the Rangers. Obviously, Pirates up 3-1 in the top of the 6th. The Blue Jays up 1-0 over the Rockies. 2 down, bases loaded for the Blue Jays in the bottom of the 3rd. Nationals and Phillies tied at 1 apiece. Runner in scoring position for the Nationals in the top of the 3rd, 2 down. In the middle of the 3rd, the Marlins absolutely hosing the White Sox, now bottom of the 3rd. 6 runs, 6 hits, 6-0 in the score. The Mets and Cardinals are warming up, by the way, coming out of their rain delay. The Brewers and Rays tied 0-0, top of the 2nd. Also warming up, Red Sox and Astros, and Angels and Cubs. I could see them letting him ride too. I could see it either way. Personally, I would like to see him get the start of the inning. If it goes bad, you make the swap, but you have him warming up. I could see them going either way. But real quick, taking a look at the Pirates due up to bat this inning. Gonna be starting off with your left fielder, number 10, Brian Reynolds. Followed by your designated hitter, number 24, Marcel Ozuna. And your center fielder, number 15, O'Neal Cruz Missile. At least batter by batter. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I could see either way going about it. Personally, if I'm Don Kelly, I I'm letting him go, but it looks like they're tapping him up, almost like he might be done. Yep, Kelly over there giving Skenes the pat on the back. It looks like he might be done. I want to see him go a bit more, but alas, it was not in the cards. But we'll still see Skenes because he'll stay in the dugout. That's just the kind of guy he is. But here we go. The first pitch to Reynolds is going to be an 85-mile-an-hour changeup. And they're taking it back into the replay of what happened in the dugout. And here we go. Second pitch going to be a ball as well. 2-0, ball in the dirt. As we're taking a look at Don Kelly, rocking and rolling with Paul Skenes and the other coaching staff. But here we go. The 2-0 to Reynolds. He swings, puts it into play. Is it going to drop? It does not. Well, actually, it did, but it dropped into the glove of right fielder Will Benson's glove. You know. So we'll see. Ryan Reynolds hopping off. And here we go. Back up to bat now is going to be your designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna. A walk in the first and a run off of that, but then he's 0 for 1 since. And here's the pitch. It's going to be low, but in there, grazing the zone for a strike. That did graze the zone. So it's going to be 0-1 to Ozuna. And here's the pitch. Way down and low and away and all that fun jazz. It's going to be a ball. 1-1's the count. Abbott probably is going to be getting the yank, I'd imagine, after the 6th. Or mid-6th if it turns disastrous. He's already at 75 pitches. So, you know, you usually don't like seeing your aces go for 80+. As Ozuna fouls this one off. Usually, unless your ace is having an incredible day, which he has been good apart from the first, you don't try to have your aces go incredibly long in terms of like 80, 90, 100 pitches, especially this early in the season. And a swing, it fouls right into the, oh, that's a cup check. Oh boy, that's a cup check right there. Let's go. Let's see. Justin saying Skenes the man. LSU, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But unfortunately, it looks like they are pulling him in between innings as they're making sure Tyler Stevenson's okay after he took that big cup check there off the bat of Ozuna. But Skenes definitely a better outing today. 1 run allowed in 5 innings. You know, a very good running there for Skenes. Let me take a look at his final stat line there. The box as we have the 1-2 way inside. Checked his swing, but didn't go. 2-2 is the count now to Ozuna. But yeah, taking a look, Skenes 5 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 run. That 1 run being an earned run, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts for a 9.53 ERA. Much better than before. But here we go. It's going to be a ball in the dirt again. Full count coming up to Marcell Ozuna. As we're taking a look at Mason Montgomery in the bullpen, the lefty, he's going to be coming out here to start the 6th inning for the Pirates. But here comes the full count pitch, the payoff pitch to Ozuna. And he just grounds it into foul territory. Still full count. Okay. So let's see here. Ready to rock and rodeo. Looking at Don Kelly chewing the gum. As Abbott hits 80 pitches. And here's the pitch. It's going to be hit. Dropped into outfield. Drop it. And nope. It goes right on into the glove there of the center fielder, TJ Friedel. Ozuna gets taken out in quick order as well. Now here comes an O'Neal Cruz missile. Ready to try and launch this one out of the park here and give the Pirates a 4-1 lead. We'll see if he can do that. Okay. And here's the pitch. It's in there, high and in there for a strike. 0-1 the count to Cruz. 1 for 2, a 3-run homer in the first. So having himself a pretty good day.
But here we go. The 0-1 pitch. It's in there for strike 2. Oh boy, Cruz missile is not swinging the ball, or not swinging the bat. But here we go, ready to rumble. Here's the 0-2, and Cruz puts it in play. Gets past the third baseman to left field. This is a single, maybe more. Nope, just a single for O'Neal Cruz. Getting on base with 2 down. This is the same thing that happened last time the Pirates scored 3 runs. They got a runner on with 2 down, and it just went sideways from there for Abbott. This is Andrew Abbott's redemption chance. A nice job just grounding it right down that left field line. So here we go. Ready to roll. The new pitch now to York. And outside for a ball number 1. Looking at the Reds bullpen, they got a pitcher warming up as well. That going to be, let me pull up the Reds roster. Where is it here? I need Reds roster because they didn't tell us who. But, let's see. And it's going to be a 2-0 count now to York. In the bullpen, warming up, by the way, is going to be number 34, Connor Phillips. And here we go, outside for ball 3. York going to be eating the ball, or the strike right down the middle. But Abbott already at 87 pitches. We might see Abbott get pulled if York gets on base. So here's the pitch, the 3-0 pitch. And it's in the dirt. He walks him. Is this going to be where, yep, here comes the meeting to the mound. And Abbott's going to get the yank. He's going to get the hook. And we have a pitching change as the Pirates have runners on first and second. Here comes the manager, and Abbott gonna have himself the end of a day. 88 pitches on the day for him. And overall in those, let's see. Yep, it's Connor Phillips making the replacement. But overall on the day, Abbott, 5.2 innings pitched, 5 hits, 3 runs, all those being earned, 3 walks, 1 homer allowed, and 5 strikeouts for a 2.31 ERA. Or taking his ERA to 2.31. Meanwhile, Phillips coming out there with a 4.91 ERA so far. Let me take a look and see if I could find his stats so far on the year. Taking a look at Phillips, he came in against Boston. He came in for the save on yesterday against the Pirates, pitching an inning, allowing 2 walks and a strikeout. He also did 2/3 of an inning against Boston on the 26th on opening day, giving up 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk and 1 strikeout, but also getting the win, 2 innings pitched against Boston on the 28th with 3 strikeouts, no hits, no runs, no walks. So we'll see what he's got here. Overall, though, an ERA in his last 7 games, 4.91, lining up pretty well with his MLB career at 4.74. And we are ready to rumble. We are ready to rumble. Let's see. Okay. Oh my gosh. So I think that's going to be the play there. SJS Anaheim. Also trying to kind of plan out some possible streams for the NHL as we wind up the season there. But Andrew Abbott back into the dugout after an outing today. So both of our starting pitchers are done. And it's going to be Skenes going shorter, but Abbott only being longer by about 2/3 of an inning. Cruz getting some water. Some water over there from the dugout during this change, during this substitution. Staying with York. All dabbing up Skenes, having a good day, but ready to roll back up to the bag is, or to the plate is going to be Jared Triolo. And that first pitch, wow, that grazed the zone, but they're calling it a ball. Let's see, 3.2 innings this year, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts, no homers allowed. Opponent's averages at 1.67 against Connor Phillips this year. Here comes the 1-up. We got a stoppage. We got a timeout taken somewhere. Okay. So back up here, Jared Triolo got a single in the first, 1 for 2 on the day. Here comes the pitch. It's low for a ball. 2-0 the count to Jared Triolo on the sweeper from Phillips. Here he goes. A nice sweeper. Nice motion on that, getting it right down low. So here we go. Jared Triolo with a 2-0 count up against Connor Phillips. And that's going to be inside, ball 3. Are they going to walk the bases loaded? Here we go. Here we go. The 3-0 count. Triolo going to have to, he ain't swinging at this no matter what. It's either going to be a ball or a strike right down the middle. And it's a ball! They walked the bases loaded. Runners on first, second, and third. Your runner's going to be O'Neal Cruz, Nick York, and Jared Triolo. Now up to bat is your first baseman. Number 2, give him your cheers, Spencer Horwitz. Ready to go here, bases loaded, 2 down, high pressure situation on all fronts. And here comes Phillips, the Pirates with an incredible opportunity. And it's going to be low for a ball. Bases loaded, 1-0. We have not seen a single strike thrown by Phillips yet today. So here we go, the 1-0 count to Horwitz from Phillips. This one also gonna be a ball. 2-0 is the count to Spencer Horwitz with 2 strikeouts on the day. Last season, 272 average at the plate, so we'll see if he can channel some of that right here, right now, when the Pirates need it most. And another ball, high and outside. Phillips just not able to find his groove. He is just not able to find his groove. Oh my gosh. So here we go, the 3-0 count. He's not swinging at this either. There's your strike down the middle. And that is exactly what Phillips needed to get back in this game. This is exactly what he needed, just to get settled, get coordinated, get situated. Now I think we're going to see him throw some good pitches. So here we go. This one going to be a walk. They walked in a run. Well, they just walked in O'Neal Cruz. As Spencer Horwitz getting ready to hop on to first base. Oh my gosh, Phillips just 8 balls, 1 strike since coming onto the mound. He is, yeah, they're having another meeting at the mound here trying to calm him down. And ready to bat here is going to be your catcher, number 32, Henry Davis. As Cruz gets the cone, he gets the cone. I love that cone. The Pirates with a big cone. Anytime they get runs, the people who score, they kind of like parade the cone. Cruz chose to wear it. Great at bat by Horwitz. Absolutely. He didn't have to do a whole lot. He literally did not swing the bat at all, that at bat. Oh, man. So here we go. Phillips back to throw. This one to Henry Davis. 0 for 2 on the day. Gets it in there for strike 1. So there we go. 8-2 is Phillips' total count since taking over. So here comes the 0-1. First time he's been ahead all game, and he throws it inside for a ball. 1-1 is the count. Oh boy. So here we go. Henry Davis ready to go for the 1-1 swing and a miss. Strike 2 on a ball that was way low. Okay. Taking a look again. Bases still loaded. And Phillips ahead in the count again. He puts it in play, but it's going to be an easy ground ball to first or to third base. Throw to first and retire the side. That'll take us to the bottom of the 6th inning. With the score, the Pittsburgh Pirates 4. The Cincinnati Bad Guy Reds 1. Pirates leaving 5 runners on base so far this game to only 4 for the Reds. So we'll see here. But after that Henry Davis at bat, they're going to be back up to the top of the order starting next inning. Meanwhile, for the Reds here in their bottom of the 6th inning, it's going to be at bat due up is number 44 shortstop Ellie De La Cruz, first baseman number 27 Saul Stewart, and designated hitter number 31 Nathaniel Lowe. Oh man. I will be right back. I need to run and take a leak real quick, so I will be right back before we get into the bottom of the 6th. Be like 2 seconds. Well, more than 2 seconds, but you know what I mean. All right. I am back. I am back and ready to go. Now out there on the mound for the Pirates is going to be Mason Montgomery. And here we go. It's going to be a ball or a strike. 1-1 the count to Ellie De La Cruz. Okay. So here we go, the 1-1. This is launched out into shallow center. Going to be played easily there. Losing his sunglasses even off of the glove of Nick Gonzalez. Okay. Ooh, two big ones. Okay, I'm just trying to look forward to the rest of the NHL season here and see what we're going to do for some hockey coverage. But here we go. Now it's going to be Saul Stewart up to bat. 90-mile-an-hour curveball, going to be a ball. Okay. So ready to rumble now. 1-0, and it's going to be a ball again. 2-0 is the count. Okay. So let's see. Montgomery with a pitch goes high and ball 3. Relievers need not apply to this game, it seems like. Saul Stewart had a fielder's choice and a ground out. 0 for 2 on the day. And it's going to be a strike right down the middle. 3-1 is the count now. And let's see. Waiting now. It's going to be Saul Stewart on the 3-1 pitch. And in the dirt for a walk. Runner on first. And 1 down. Ay, ay, ay. But here we go. Montgomery on his 9th pitch of the day. And pinch hitting is actually going to be Suarez instead of Nathaniel Lowe. Okay. Nathaniel Lowe being replaced by Suarez. And that pitch going to be inside for a ball. So here we go, ready to rock and rodeo. Bottom of the 6th, 1-0 is the count. Montgomery with the pitch. And it's going to be grounded for strike 2. Oh boy. So here we go. Bottom of the sixth. 1-1. Runner on first. And he swings. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This one's out there. Deep left field. Gone. That's going to be a 2-run home run by Suarez. Going to make this a 1-run game. 4-3 is your score. Clear the bases. And only one down. The last time Montgomery was here. Last time I saw Montgomery, the same thing happened against the Mets. That's not what we want to see. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Well, taking a look at our poll real quick over there in the chat. We got 26 votes over there. 2016's pressing a vote button. Let's see if we can hit 30 votes in that poll, but we're splitting 65-35 for the Pittsburgh Pirates. As it's going to be Spencer Steer up to bat. So here we go. The pitch. Words are hard. It's going to be fouled away. 1-1's the count. And here we go. Looking to see here the pitch from Montgomery to Steer. After the homer by Suarez, who lost his helmet. And that one grazing the zone. Strike two. So here we go. We got a challenge. No. The Reds challenge, and it's going to be a confirmed strike. The Reds are going to lose a challenge on that. All is confirmed. The count is 1-2. So here we go. Ready to rumble. Bottom of the sixth. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike three. Get out of here, Spencer Cow. And here we go. Ready to bat now is going to be... Wait a minute. I saw 17, not 30 coming up. Is Will Benson getting pinch hitted too? Ooh! Reds are getting aggressive here. Will Benson getting replaced as well this inning. Another pinch hitter for the Reds. This one going to be Dane Myers. We got Dane Myers here. Who was the other pinch hitter? Eugenio Suarez. Eugenio Suarez. So here we go. The Pirates ready to roll. Wait a minute. Something's going on here. Don Kelly back out again. Making another pitching change. So only pitching 2/3 of an inning, allowing 2 runs. That's going to be the end of the day for the Pirates reliever. Now coming out to the mound is going to be Isaac Matson replacing Mason Montgomery. Montgomery last time, man, he's had a rough year with Montgomery. But Matson getting ready to come back up. And we'll see. We will see what they've got in store. But if you guys are enjoying the live coverage, man, do me a huge favor. There are 2 buttons below this stream. A subscribe button that should be white, or I think black if you have light mode, whatever it is. Just be a subscribe button down there, and a like button. If you could press those 2 buttons, that would mean the absolute world to me. It does help. Every little bit does help out this channel. Even if you don't think it does, it does. But we are ready to roll here. Meantime, let me go ahead and pull up Sunday, April 12th, 3 p.m. Pittsburgh, Washington. Just trying to also coordinate what games I am going to stream. Okay, there is a lot of 6 p.m. games. So 6 p.m. poll. And that's going to be between Montreal Islanders, NYI, or Boston and Columbus. Because I do rely on you guys as well to help me determine what I stream coverage of. So you guys do help. You guys do help a lot. But here we go. Calgary. So, taking a look at Isaac Matson, 3 games, 2.2 innings pitched, 6.75 ERA, and opponents have hit 273 on him. And here we go. Now up to hitting Dane Myers, and it's going to be a ball. 1-0 is the count. All right, so here we go. 1-0 pitch from Matson to Myers. And it's going to be low for a ball. Okay. So here we go. 2-0 pitch. Ready to roll from Matson. Here it is. It's in there for a strike. Okay. So here we go. The 2-1 in there for strike 2. And I am just trying to coordinate how things are going to work out for the for some of these streams here. As we are ready to rumble. Here comes the pitch from Matson to Myers. Payoff pitch, 2-2 count. And here it goes outside for a ball. 30, that's going to be Colorado at Edmonton. And here we go. 3-2 full count, payoff pitch to Myers. He puts it in play, gets past the second baseman. Crew's going to run up to it and mitigate the damage, but it's only a runner on first. Okay. So there it is, a nice little play there. Just puts it right outside of the reach, just outside of the reach of Gonzalez. Oh, man. And here we go. Pop fly here. Pop up to O'Neal Cruz. Can he make the catch? He does make the routine catch for the out. And that'll take us to the top of... Oh my gosh, I just realized my arrow looks very weird. I have to fix that. That is going to bother me. There we go. Let me move the inning a little bit. Oh, no, come on. That looks much better. There we go. That was just going to bother me if I didn't fix that, so... That goes up, that goes down, and that goes there. There we go. We're getting ready to go to the top of the 7th inning. Okay. Ooh, a lot of good games coming up here. I think I know what I'm covering, though, on the 15th. 4:15, 7 p.m. That Dallas game is going to be a big one. Dallas at Buffalo. Still trying to plan out the rest of the NHL season coverage as well for Alliance. Maybe we'll do a 10 p.m. game as well with Seattle and Vegas. Okay. And we can cover the last game of the season as well. That is awesome. I think we're going to cover the last game of the season. 4:16, Seattle. Oh, I almost forgot to write down the time. 10:30 p.m. Seattle at Colorado. We're live for the last games there as well. So here we go. Ready to roll. Pirates and Reds. 4-3. Pirates having a lead, getting a chance to get back here at the top of the 7th inning. Okay. So let's see. Oh. Okay. So let's see. Awesome. I have a tracking number for all that. Okay. So, time for Jake Mangum. 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts today. Back up at the top of the order. And that ball is going to be out. Or fouled. Okay, let me take a look here at... Oh, man. But here we go. The 0-2 pitch, swing and fouled. It did get fouled. Okay. Oh, here we go. The 0-2 again to Jake Mangum. The payoff pitch opportunity again for Ashcraft, who's now in the game. And it's going to be going for it. He swung at it, went into the dirt, ran for first, and was ruled out. That's going to be your first out of the game. Okay. I presume they're using FedEx. Let me see here. I'm trying to see where my new processor is because I'm expecting a new processor. Okay. So here we go. Yep, okay, awesome. So ready to roll, top of the 7th. 0-1 to Gonzalez, swing and a miss, strike 2. So here we go, 0-2 pitch now to Gonzalez, 0 for 3 on the day, still looking for his first base hit, still looking for his first time on base today, and he grounds it foul. Okay. So here we are, ready to rumble. Top of the 7th, Ashcraft again. Looking for his 8th pitch. 0-2 is the count to Gonzalez. Here's the pitch. It's going to be top of the zone, fouled off on a 99-mile-an-hour cutter. Okay. So let's see, top of the 7th again, and ready to go back from Ashcraft. Gonzalez really grinding through this at-bat. Another foul. He is really grinding this at-bat for all it's worth. He is really grinding it out. So here we are. Gonzalez again, ready to move it. And in the dirt for a ball on a 93-mile-an-hour slider by Ashcraft. Trying to get back into control as that ball did lose a bit of control there. So here we go. The 1-2 pitch from Ashcraft to Gonzalez. Here we go. Not going to be fouled back again. Ready to rumble and ready to movie. What's good, Jake? How you doing, man? I just can't believe that Gonzalez really having a grinding at-bat here. And I mean a grinding at-bat. 8 pitches so far in this at-bat, mind you. As he fouls it again. Oh, baseball games usually go quicker. They usually go relatively quick because they have the pitch count now. Or the pitch tracker or timer. So you have like 15 seconds to throw the next pitch. And here we go, putting it out there to right field. Is it going to drop? It does! It drops, getting back on it, and it's going to be an easy stand-up double for Gonzalez. Runner in scoring position on second, 1 out, and here we are ready to roll. Man, a beautiful play there, a beautiful hit by Gonzalez. Right out to right field over the right fielder's head. Not going to be Spencer Steer. Just right past his glove. Oh, the pitch clock for TV. Hate it being actually at the game. It is great for TV. At the game, I mean, it does keep the game moving. Well, the problem is, Sports Predictor, the problem is when baseball games are longer because it's, you know, throw a pitch, dance around for 45 seconds, then get back to another pitch. People don't watch. So the viewership goes down. So yes, it's longer, but viewership plummets. And it's going to be a fly out to center field. So going to keep the runner at second. That by Brian Reynolds. Now comes Marcell Ozuna. So it's a give and take. You know, if you don't have the pitch clock, people don't watch as much. Because you would literally see like 1 minute gaps between pitches. And when you're talking, some pitchers go 95 pitches, you're averaging 30 seconds per pitch, right? Just per pitch, between pitches. You're talking right there, 50 minutes. And that pitcher only went through maybe 6 or 7 innings. Then you have your commercials. And oh yeah, don't forget, there's 2 pitchers going 95 pitches, 100 pitches. So you're talking right there over 2 hours, and you still have the last third of the game to go. I think the pitch clock was a net beneficial thing because people don't watch baseball when it's super slow. So that's their way to artificially speed up the game, and I like it. Otherwise, you see a batter wait, see a pitch go by him, step out of the box, tinker with his glove, take off his glove, put it back on, tinker with his bat, adjust his helmet, adjust like his guards or something like that, like a shin guard, an elbow guard. Then he finally steps back in, and then the pitcher does his thing where he goes and grabs, you know, all that stuff. But here we go. The Pirates challenging a strike call, and it gets overturned. 2-1. The Pirates having 2 challenges still remaining. Reds only with 1. And here we go. Ashcraft on his 18th pitch of the day. It's going to get fouled off again. Marcell Ozuna grinding through this at-bat. Again, the Pirates grinding at-bats right now. And that's what you need. When you're in the bullpen, you got to grind the at-bats. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're grinding out these at-bats. They're fouling off. They're just trying to keep it in play. And another foul. You go to the bathroom at the game or grab a beer and you miss a whole inning or 2. That is true. That is true. At the game, I can see it being a negative. But for me, I mean, I usually don't get usually I'll get a beer before the game. Oh my gosh, that was almost total disaster. But usually I'll get a beer, you know, before the game starts. I usually go to the bathroom before I go, so I don't really need to go during the game. So for me, it doesn't really impact me that much, apart from just being at the stadium less time. And Marcell Ozuna strikes out to strike out the side, or retire the side. So for someone like me, who I don't really use a lot of the stuff at the stadium, I rarely buy food or drink. Maybe I'll get a beer before the game. It doesn't really impact me as much, personally. But I can see how it's a negative there. I mean, I guess they gotta cater to the generation of people with attention spans of a potato. Yes, that is part of it. But also, I mean, even older generations would not, you know. The thing is that players took longer and longer and longer in between pitches. You know, back in the 70s, there would be a little bit of time, but they wouldn't like take a step, you know, take a pitch, take a step out, take off the gloves, put on the gloves, readjust the guard, you know, adjust the bat. They wouldn't make all those adjustments back in the day. So because players started doing that more and more and more, it led to games getting longer and longer and longer over time. So that's part of the reason. That's part of why they had to do it, is that games were getting longer and people weren't watching because you watch, you know, 30 minutes and you maybe saw 2 little bits of action. You know? Now there's constant action. Okay. Yeah, we are getting ready to roll here. Bottom of the 7th inning. Outside of the 7th inning stretch. Oh, you can blame the Yankees and Red Sox for the mid-2000s games. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they would take the pitch, they'd step out, adjust the guards, adjust the gloves, adjust everything, step back in, and then the pitcher needs to step off the mound because he needs to grab at the rosin bag and adjust his hat because his hat is slightly at an off angle after that, which is going to affect the sun and affect what he sees. So he needs to adjust that to be perfect, then adjust the glove, and oh my gosh, it was ridiculous. I feel like you can put like the Beverly Hillbillies music on the background, and the game would still be waiting. So an 0-1 from Matson to Hayes, and strike 2. Not going to challenge that one. He was thinking about it. But here we go. Brian Hayes. He had his hand over his helmet. He was about ready to go, but he didn't. So he didn't challenge it. But here we go. Grounding it right to the shortstop. And an easy routine ground ball to get the first out of the inning. Up next, going to be your center fielder, number 29, TJ Friedel. Oh, man. Taking a look here. Matson still in the game for the Pirates. 10 pitches in. He's making quick work of these batters, and that's what you got to do as a bullpen pitcher. You just got to make quick work so you can go through as many batters as possible. Minimize the extra strain of the bullpen. And they get him on the strike. Raising the zone. Man, that's the one thing I have with the MLB, though, is that they play these matinees during weekdays. I get that you don't want to throw all the games at night, but like, looking at this stadium, it looks like I'm watching like Little League World Series in terms of the size of crowd. It's like you're playing Little League World Series in an MLB ballpark. There's just so much red, and it's not fans. The whole upper deck is empty. Everybody's in the lower bowl. But here we go. The 0-2 pitch from Matson to Friedel, high and away. That's ball 1. Like, I get that you got to make it happen. I get that you got to be able to find a way to make it work. But, like, the stadium is maybe 10% capacity. Maybe. It's an awful look. It's an awful, awful look. There's got to be a better way to somehow make that happen. But here we go. Batter taking time out. Friedel, he's 0 for 1 on the day. Had a couple of walks in his first 2 plate appearances. But here we go. A 1-2 pitch from Matson to Friedel. And it's going to be fouled away. Stays 1-2. All right. Let me get a little reload on this. How are we doing on the back end side of things? So here we go. Bottom of the 7th, 1-2. Matson to Friedel. Here's the pitch in the dirt for ball 2. 2-2 is your count. Warming up in the bullpen is going to be Justin Lawrence for the Pirates. We might see him this inning. We'll see. Don Kelly talking it over with his coaches. And here's the 2-2. This one going to be launched high and into left center field. Cruz getting there. Gets the out. So, bottom of the 7th, Matson going to face his 4th batter. Also, the Reds bullpen starting to warm up. Tony Santillan warming up in the bullpen for the Reds as well. Here we go. Matt McLean, he's 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts on the day. Pirates trying to get one of their first few 1-2-3 innings. I think it's their first 1-2-3 of the day if they get him out here. Might have been their second or third, but could be wrong. But here we go. Matson on his 19th pitch of the day. 0-1 count to McLean. And here they go. Waiting on the pitch. And it's going to be high at the corner, just outside of the zone for a ball. On Kelly heading back down under. Not quite going to change just yet. And Madsen thinking he has the right one with his catcher, with Henry Davis. And swing and a miss. Strike two. So waiting here now, Madsen on the 1-2 pitch up against McLean. And here we go. Waiting on the payoff pitch with 2 down in the inning. Here she comes. Looking high and gonna go low. Fouled back for a 1-2 remained count. Okay, Madsen resetting himself a little bit here. And here they come. And Madsen nodding at that pitch, and it's going to be put into play right to the second baseman, Gonzalez, and an easy 2-1 out. And that will retire the side, going to the top of the 8th with the score. The Pittsburgh Pirates 4. The Cincinnati Reds 3. Runners left on base are 6 for the Pirates and 5 for the Reds. The Pirates outclassing the Reds just about everywhere right now. So if you guys are enjoying the stream, man, please drop a like, drop a sub below the stream. We'll be covering Pirates baseball all summer long, alongside wrapping up the NHL season as well. So we're in for a long ride here the rest of the way. Okay, let's take a look over on X, see if we got any other news over there. Ooh, boy. And just trying to take a look here at what we got. Oh, wait a minute. The Oilers releasing a statement. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. An April Fool's. Oh boy. I love all of these things. Okay. So yeah, we shall see here. Okay. But yeah, we are ready to rumble. Okay. So up to bat now for the Pirates. Due up this inning, gonna be center fielder number 15, O'Neal Cruz. Third baseman number 38, Nick York. And shortstop number 19, Jared Triolu. Okay. So yeah, we shall see. Since 2021, opposing hitters at Great American Ballpark, yeah, they're launching homers. But here we go. That's gonna be strike one. O'Neal Cruz, swing and a miss. Okay. So here we are, ready to roll, and it's gonna be grounded right to the second baseman. Easy 2-1 double play, or 2-1 ground out. Okay. So here we go. O'Neal Cruz heading back to the dugout. Up to bat now, gonna be third baseman number 38, Nick York. And here we go. The pitch is going to be fouled off. Okay. So we shall see. Waiting on the 0-1. And it's going to be swing and a miss. Strike two. Okay. So the 0-2 coming to York. And it's going to be outside for a ball. Low and outside. So ready to roll here. York 1 for 1 on the day. The 1-2 pitch, the payoff from Santillan. And it's going to be foul back. Okay. Excuse me. Oh, here we go. Oh, we gotta wait. Waiting on a new ball for Santillan. And here we go. Top of the 8th. Here comes the pitch to York. And it's going to be a hit towards right field. He's back in the warning track, and it's a caught fly out. But that's fine. 2 down. And that was York just looking for it, but not able to get it. Not quite able to get it. So up to bat now, going to be the shortstop. Number 19, Jared Triolo. Ready to rumble. That was a nice contact, though, by York. I mean, again, way out to right field, deep to the warning track, but alas, it just was a little short. And Triolo takes the first ball for a strike. Triolo with a single and a walk today. He's 1 for 2. And here we go. Here's the second pitch. It's going to be outside for a ball. 1-1's the count. So here comes the 1-1 pitch from Santillan to Triolo. And here's the pitch. It's going to be top of the zone, grazing it for strike 2. Okay. The 1-2 pitch now to Triolo. And here it comes. It's going to be a swing and a miss for strike 3 on the 96-mile-an-hour four-seamer. That'll bring us to the bottom of the 8th after the Pirates go 1-2-3. The Pirates also warming up Lawrence for the save. Taking a look at the upcoming Reds for this inning. It is going to be Ellie De La Cruz, shortstop number 44. Designated hitter, or first baseman, number 27, Saul Stewart, and then designated hitter. If they're going to keep Eugenio Suarez, he'll be in there. So we'll see. We'll see if they're going to keep him there or if they are going to put someone else in that spot. Because that is the designated hitter spot, so it's a bit interesting. Okay. Let's take a look around the rest of the MLB real quick. So far, games that have gone final. The Athletics falling to the Braves 5-1. Also live right now, top of the 8th, the Orioles whooping the Rangers 8-2. The Blue Jays up 1-0 over the Rockies in the bottom of the 6th. The Marlins up 9-0 after 6 to the White Sox. The Nationals up 2-1 over the Phillies in the middle of the 6th. Mets and Cardinals tied at 0 at the end of the 3rd. Also at the end of the 3rd, the Rays are tied with the Brewers at 2 apiece. Top of the 3rd, also tied at 2 apiece, is Red Sox at Astros. In the middle of the 3rd, Angels and Cubs tied up at 0-0. After these games, the next games that'll get underway at 3:40 Eastern is going to be the Detroit Tigers and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Followed by a couple games at 4:10, Giants and Padres, and Yankees and Mariners. Then 7:40 p.m. we got Twins Royals, and 8:20 Guardians Dodgers. So a lot of nice games on slate for today. Also, for those who partake in the NHL, because I know we got a lot of audience there for the NHL, we got a little baby 3-game slate. The Vancouver Canucks taking on the Colorado Avalanche, the St. Louis Blues taking on the LA Kings, and the Anaheim Ducks taking on the San Jose Sharks. Not a lot of big playoff implications in these games, except for Blues Kings, which is battle of survival. Sharks also trying to cling on as the Ducks try to clinch the Pacific. But tomorrow, there is a lot of games that are going to have a lot of impact. But here we go, Justin Lawrence in for the bottom of the 8th. And that first pitch right down the heart of the plate for a strike. 0-1 is the count. But by the way, we will be live for that Kings Blues game later tonight, around 9 p.m. Eastern. We'll be going live, so make sure you guys are subscribed for that as well. As that pitch going to be fouled away by De La Cruz, 0-2. And we'll also be covering a lot of Pirates games throughout the summer, especially in the month of July when the Stanley Cup Finals wrapped up and we don't have any football to cover. But here we go, De La Cruz, 1 for 3, a single in the fourth with a run. But nothing else apart from that, as De La Cruz grounds right to the second baseman and an easy out. Easy out there for the Pirates. 1 down in the bottom of the 8th. Here come the Pittsburgh Pirates storming up, ready to rock your day. Lawrence on Stewart. Here comes the first pitch of the at-bat to Sal Stewart. 0 for 2, walked in the 6th, leading to a run. But here he comes. Here's the pitch in there for strike 1. A 95-mile-an-hour sinker. Packing the heat is Lawrence, the sidewinder. So here we go. Lawrence ready to go. And the sidewinder going to go a little bit wide on a sweeper, going wide left. And I love it when guys can just like fling it out the side like that. That just amazes me about how they can be accurate when they do that. Like not overhand, but just the sidewinder. As it's going to be fouled off by Stewart. 1-2 is the count. So here we go. 1 down in the bottom of the 8th. And here we go. Waiting on the pitch. Clock winding down. And here we go. Any moment now. There she blows. All that waiting to be a mile left of the plate. Yowzes. But here we go. 2-2 is the count. And Lawrence trying to find the pitch he wants. And there we go. Here's the pitch, the 2-2 pitch, grounded out to third, and an easy play on the out. The ground out there to number 2, Spencer Horwitz. So the Pirates with 2 down in the bottom of the 8th. Lawrence only at 8 pitches, now going to be against Eugenio Suarez. And here comes the chance. The Pirates trying to make sure that they maintain this lead into the top of the 9th. And here we go. Eugenio Suarez, a 2-run homer in the 6th, which is why we're at a 1-run game. And it's going to be strike 1. All right, taking a look back at the sidewinder. Right there, grazing the top of the zone, checking his swing, and got it. So here we go, the 0-1 way in the dirt, way outside. That thing was halfway down the lefty batter box. So here we go. Eugenio Suarez trying to find pay dirt again. And here we go. The pitch from Lawrence. He delivers. The sidewinder lets it go, and it's fouled off by Suarez. 1-2 is the count. And here we go, rocking and rodeoing our way here. All right. Bottom of the 8th, 1-2 on Suarez. Here's the pitch from Lawrence, the sidewinder. It's going to be swing and a miss. Strike 3. Get out of town. And here we go now to the top of the 9th. Due up for the Pirates is going to be first baseman number 2, Spencer Horwitz. Up next after him is your catcher, number 32, Henry Davis. And going back to the top of the order one more time for his 5th plate appearance, your right fielder, number 28, Jake Mangum. In a big inning here. We'll see if the Pirates are going to make the Reds are going to make a pitching change. And they are. It is going to be Emilio Pajan. Let me see if I can find an MLB pronunciation guide just to make sure I'm having these names right. I should have looked it up for sooner, but MLB pronunciation guide. Let's see. 2026. There might be some. There might be some. It is going to be top of the 9th. I need to update the arrow. There we go. The arrow is not automated, but let me see. Why can't I find you? Hold on. Is there a way for me to see it here? How do you... His nickname is Emilio. Okay, I don't know why I can't find the pronunciation, but let me see if I just copy paste. I want to make sure I do it right. I heard you say Reds pitching change and got confused. Yeah, the Reds are making a pitching change because it's top of the 9th. Pagan. Okay, well, we're going to roll Pagan because I can't find anything better saying yes or no. So here comes Emilio Pagan, ready to roll for the Reds, pitching to the Pirates, top of the 9th. 6 runners left on base for the Pirates, 5 for the Reds. And here we go. This pitch from Pagan to Horwitz is going to be high and away. Ball 1. And here we go. Looking at Pagan this season, 2 games, 2.1 innings pitched with an ERA of 3.86, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, and 1 homer allowed. 2.22 average for opponents. Here comes the 1-0. It's in there. Strike 1. 1-1 count. All right, Spencer Horwitz 0 for 2 on the day, looking for his first hit of the day. He did get a walk and an RBI in the 6th as a result of that walk. But here we go. This is going to be hit into shallow center, goes over the head of De La Cruz, and the Bucko Brigade gets a runner on first. Let's frickin' go, boys. That is Spencer Horwitz. A beautiful play there, going to give a potential at-bat now to Nick Gonzalez as well as a result. So here we go, Pagan, ready to go against Henry Davis. 0 for 3 on the day for Davis. One would think he's got to get a hit eventually. He doesn't have one yet today. And here we go, gonna go for a sac bunt. Pulls it back, that's gonna be a ball. Nice eye by Henry Davis. So here we go, trying to go for the sac bunt. Try to get the runner in scoring position. Makes sense for Henry Davis, a generally relatively low average batter, batting 9th for a reason. Nothing against Davis, just, you know. Here we go. Whoa! They're going to say it went off of him, but they're going to get the walk because he's hit by a pitch because he pulled back. He pulled back, gets hit by the pitch, and runners on first and second. The Reds manager can't believe it. Let's see, did he pull back? Ooh, that's an iffy one. The manager might get in the face on that one. As he did pull back a little, but he didn't pull back all the way. Let's see, the Reds manager can't believe it, but they're not going to be able to use a challenge, I don't think. So here we go. Runners now on first and second. No one out. Here comes Jake Mangum up to the plate, up against Pagan. Ready to roll, going for the fake sack bunt. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. So here we go. Taking a look at our poll, by the way, in the chat. 35 votes. We're splitting 71-29 for your Pittsburgh Mother-loving Pirates. If you guys are enjoying the stream, man, drop a like, drop a sub. We're only 2 subs away from our next minor goal. As the Reds trying to play a deep in or a shallow infield here up against a potential sack bunt. 0-2's the count now. And here we go. Ready to rumble. 0-2 pitch to Mangum. 0 for 4 on the day with 1 walk. And we got a stoppage here. Batter timeout right before icing the pitcher. Nice, Mangum. So here we go. 0-2 pitch getting ready to come here once Mangum gets there. In the bullpen is Gregory Soto for the Pirates, trying to go for what hopefully will be, or what should be a save, or hopefully results in a save. But here we go. The pitch from Pagan. And it's away. It's hit towards left field. Foul. And he hit it right to a Pirates fan out there. Nice. So here we go. Ready to roll. The Pittsburgh Pirates trying to get more runs onto that lead, a little bit more security. Here we go. Runners on first and second. No one down. 0-2 to Mangum. Ready to take this ball. Mangum hungry for a hit. Looking for his first of the day. And it's low. That's a ball. Runners advancing. Nope. Runners told they can't advance. Oh, man. Stevenson just not able to hold on to it. And that was dangerous there. That would have been advancing the second and third. Wow. Yeah, bounced off the dirt, hit Stevenson's mask, and played down the right field line, or right line. So here we go. Stevenson ready to go. The 1-2 pitch from Pagan to Magnum. And he fouls this one back, grinding out Pagan, which is exactly what you need to do. You need to grind out your opposing pitcher. And that is exactly what they're doing right now. They are grinding out these pitchers and doing everything right. So here we go. The 1-2 to Mangum from Pagan. Here we go. Waiting on the pitch, looking back at second, maybe trying to go for a pickoff. Here's the pitch, and fouled away again on the 86-mile-an-hour splitter. Mangum making contact like crazy here. Really grinding through Pagan. Considering there's nobody out yet, as long as Mangum doesn't ground into a double play or, God forbid, a triple play, you're talking a really, really good situation here. 11 pitches already. And there's your strike three, strikeout on pitch number 12 from Pagan. But that's fine. That's fine, Mangum. You grinded through this guy. You ground through him like almost 8 pitches on one batter. Closers usually aren't used to going more than 30 pitches. So here we go. Nick Gonzalez, 1 for 4 on the day, double in the 7th. A big double last time he was up. But here we go. We could use that double magic right about now for Nick Gonzalez. 1 for 4, the pitch from Pagan. And here we are. The pitch is high and inside, ball 1. Okay. Taking a look here at the Bucko Brigade. And here we go. The 1-0 pitch from Pagan. And it's going to be fouled back. 1-1 count. Okay. So here we go. Pagan, 1-1. Runners on first and second. Here comes the pitch. It's 15th of his outing, and it's going to be fouled back. That's going to be 1-2. The one thing the Pirates are really good at this year, and I'm gonna say this now, the Pirates have been really good at getting contact. And getting contact is going to lead to grindy at-bats, 7 to 10 pitch at-bats. You do 2 of those every inning, you're talking this guy's going through at least 25 pitches an inning. So that is good. Even if you can't, runners advancing on a wild pitch, second and third with 1 out. That is big. That is big. But the Pirates are also they're turning into a really good grindy team. They are doing a great job at grinding out these at-bats. 7 to 10 pitch at-bats that are going to add a lot of pitches to the pitch count, which will get you into the bullpen faster and into the bullpen deeper. which will generally lead to more runs. So here we go, the 2-2 pitch. He puts it in play, gets in to left field. Runner's gonna score, and a single trying to go for two. A 2-run RBI left field hit. Let's go! An easy double. And here comes the traffic cone. Let's go. Henry Davis gonna score alongside, I believe, Spencer Horwitz. Here comes the traffic cone. Let's frickin' go. Nick Gonzalez with a big grounder double to left field. Oh, man. A beautiful play. Gives the Pirates some breathing room, up by 3. That's how you frickin' do it, boys. That's how you frickin' do it. We got 40 votes in the poll over there, by the way. Splitting 68-32 for the Bucko Brigade. But if you guys are enjoying the stream, man, do me a huge favor. Down below the stream, we are only 2 subs away from this next minor goal. Can we maybe hit that by the end of this stream? We'll be live for Pirates games throughout the summer as well, so we'll be here for you. But here we go, the 1-0 pitch, and it's going to be right down the middle. 1-1 is the count on Brian Reynolds. He is 1 for 4 with a single in the first, which led to a run. And here we go. 1-1, runner on second, 1 down. The pitch from Pagan, his 20th of the outing, outside for a ball, 2-1. So here we are. The Pirates holding on to a 3-run lead. And we'll see what Brian Reynolds has in store here with Nick Gonzalez on second base. So here we go. The pitch is going to be launched out to right field. Is this hot? It is gone! 2-run homer for Brian Reynolds. His second homer of the season. Here comes the traffic cone. They're hoisting the cone in the dugout. They're getting the welder's mask ready. What a play for the Pirates, 8-3. Does that look familiar, Reds fans? Does that score look familiar? I think it's deja vu. We just saw that last night. Let's go, the Bucko Brigade, 8-3. Bases empty after the homer by Brian Reynolds. Cook walking around behind him with the... yes, walking behind Gonzalez with the traffic cone. I love it. I freaking love it. Let's go. 8-3. The black and gold brigade is doing well. Reynolds, that was one right off the bat. He knew it was gone. Wow. That is how you freaking do it, boys. The Pittsburgh mother-loving Pirates are burying some Reds this afternoon. Call the police because it is a mass casualty event here in Cincinnati, Ohio. This whole team is sinking with the ship. Oh yeah, Skenes getting run support, yeah. Well, the thing is, Tromboner, the Pirates went out and actually signed hitters this offseason because they needed to keep Skenes happy. They want to keep Skenes because he's a cash cow. So Bob Nutting knows that Skenes, he doesn't care about the money. He knows the money's going to come. He don't care about the money. He wants to be competing. So Bob Nutting's like, oh my gosh, if I don't spend, I'm going to lose Paul Skenes. He's going to sign somewhere else. So what do? I got to spend money. So he actually went and got hitters. And they're actually making really good contact. They're really good at making contact, grinding through pitchers. They are getting hits. And while those hits don't always lead to runs, when they do, you get scores like this for the Pirates. And here comes Marcell Ozuna, faced with a 2-1 count. O'Neal Cruz also going to get a chance to bat as he's on deck. Taking a look at Brian Reynolds after his big game-changing homer there to all but ice this game. Barring anything crazy, knock on wood. And Ozuna gonna fill that count, 3-2. He's 0 for 3 on the day. Now would be a good time for a big ol' homer. So here we go. Top of the ninth, 3-2, full count, the payoff pitch from Pagan. And it's going to be put into play to the third baseman, trying to beat out the throw, but not able to, out at first base. So that is going to be the Pirates rolling here. Looking at the Pirates all-time home run list. Brian Reynolds, only 23 behind Frank Thomas, 25 behind Brandon Giles. Behind Parker, Barry Bonds, Roberto Clemente. He right now, though, is what? Is that 6, 7, 8, 9th? He's 9th all-time. Just passing Jason Bay with that last homer. So here we go. Waiting on the pitch to O'Neal Cruz, outside for a ball. 1-0 is the count. And here we go. Cruz is 2 for 4 with a 3-run homer, a single, and 2 runs on the day. Here comes O'Neal Cruz missile. Swing and a miss, strike 1. All right. Top of the 9th. Ready to roll. And here we go. Pitch clock winding down. Pagan at pitch number 30 gets Cruz into a 1-2 count after a swing and a miss. So here we go. 1-2 is the count. 31st pitch of the day for Pagan. 31st pitch of the inning for Pagan. And waiting on the pitch here, it's going to be outside for a ball. 2-2 is the count. 2 Pirates players warming up. Jose Urquidy and Gregory Soto. Well, so we'll see. Did this massive 4-run inning for the Pirates change who they're going to send out in the bottom of the 9th? Who's pitching for the Pirates? We don't know just yet, Eden. We don't know. We're waiting to see. The Pirates still in the top of the 9th here. Full count to O'Neal Cruz. It's going to be either Urquidy or it's going to be Soto. It's one of the two is going to be the closer here for the Pirates. I would think maybe Urquidy because they had Soto warming up before, and now it's Urquidy. But Cruz does strike out here as we're going to the bottom of the 9th. With the score, the Pittsburgh Mother-Lovin' Pirates 8. The Cincinnati Bad Guy Reds 3. The cone has seen a lot of use today in that Pirates dugout. The cone is getting used. I freaking love that cone, man. I saw it yesterday. I'm like, bro, what? They have a cone now? They take the cone and they just like hoist it up and down as they go down the dugout when someone scores a run. I love that. This team is a fun team to watch this year. Even if they're not going to be the best on-field product, they just have all the fun gimmicks now. They got the traffic cone when somebody gets a run. They got the welder's mask on a home run. They got a lot of stuff. I needed Skenes to have one more strikeout. Oh, man. And I thought he might have had a chance on it, too. Don Kelly, I get the philosophy. You don't want your ace to go 90 pitches consistently early in the season. But he pulled him at like 75. I thought he would have at least got the start in the 6th inning. And then maybe after 2 batters. You know what I mean? See where you're at pitch count after each batter and then pull him once he crosses 85. But they didn't even do that. They just said, no, he's not even going to get the start. So, we'll see. That one kind of surprised me. I thought he would have had a shot at it, but oh well. Let's take a look at a couple things over here. By the way, for you who are hockey oriented as well, we will be live around 9 p.m. tonight for the LA Kings taking on the St. Louis Blues. A massive, massive game in the Western Conference wild card race. These two teams are vying for wild card positioning, not really for division, but for wild card. So a big game tonight. We're going to have a lot of energy for that stream as well. So if you can watch hockey, why not drop a sub and check us out later tonight as well. But we still got a half inning here to go in the Pirates taking on the Reds. 8-3 the current score, especially after that Brian Reynolds home run. And here we go. The Reds needing a miraculous bottom of the 9th here, and it's going to be Soto pitching the 9th inning here for the Pirates. On a 97-mile-an-hour sinker to Steer, gonna go and get him down 0-1. Due up is gonna be Spencer Steer, Dane Myers, and Tyler Stevenson, but they're probably gonna be using pinch hitters, so I wouldn't bank on that being your 3. You'll see. The Steer gonna foul away. 0-2's the count. Taking a look at Soto. 3 games this season. 3.1 innings pitched. 6 strikeouts. No ERA. No holds. 2 walks. And a 0.91 opponent's average against him. As Soto loses that one way inside. That's gonna be 1-2 count. So here we are, ready to rumble. The 1-2, bottom of the 9th. Here comes Steer, just 3 outs away from victory. And here's the pitch from Soto. High swing and a miss. Get out of town. Soto gonna be able to get the first out of the inning, just 2 outs away now. Very efficient at bat as well. Only 4 pitches on the at bat total before getting out Spencer Steer. So it is gonna be Dane Myers up next too. So we'll see here. Can the Reds pull off a miracle? Here's the pitch. In there for strike 1. So Myers, he's 1 for 1 on the day. A lot of walks. And here he goes. The 0-1 from Soto. And the pitch inside for ball 1. 1-1 count now. Ready to rumble here. An ABS challenge. No, the Pirates use an ABS challenge. I get it. You want to get out of the game quicker. You have the challenge, use it, but the call is confirmed. So the Pirates do lose a challenge. 1 remaining challenge apiece. And here's the pitch. Oh, nope, they're showing a replay. Now the pitch is going to be a strike. Strike 2 on Myers. Here comes Soto, his 8th pitch of the at-bat. 1-2 on Dane Myers. And here's the pitch. That's going to be in there. It's launched out towards right field. And an easy out made by right fielder Jake Mangum. The Pittsburgh mother-loving Pirates are 1 out away from victory. 3 simple strikes or any ground out, fly out, pop out, whatever you want to call it. They are 1 pitch away from victory or 3 strikes if it's not going to get put in play. So here it comes. Up to bat is the catcher, number 37, Tyler Stevenson. First pitch in there for strike 1. Ready to see Soto now on the 2nd pitch of the at-bat here. Only 9 pitches thrown so far. This is pitch number 10 for him. A very efficient inning. And it's in there for strike 2. The Pirates are 1 strike away from victory. Here they go. The pitch from Soto coming into Stevenson here momentarily. The Metro Pirates win should allow everyone to smoke cigarettes and Giant Eagle. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Michael. And that's going to be in there. Strike 3. But they're going to challenge it, and I think it's going to get overturned. He's challenging the last pitch of the game. I think it's going to get overturned. Yeah, that's a ball. Call is overturned, so hold on. Not quite yet. We're not quite going to smoke a Giant Eagle just yet. 6 inside, yes, sir. We're not quite yet going to smoke a Giant Eagle. Here comes Soto after the ball. Call is overturned. And why not make the challenge? Last pitch, you were going to be out anyway, but here's the pitch. And fouled away. A 97-mile-an-hour four-seamer by Gregory Soto. And here we go. The Pittsburgh mother-loving Pirates. Ready to go. Soto, 13th pitch of the inning. And here it is. Swing and a miss. Get out of town. Pirates win 8-3 is your final from Cincinnati. Deja vu. This was the same exact score as last night. So does that mean the Penguins are going to win 8-3 tomorrow night against the Lightning? Because the last 3 days in a row, a Pittsburgh team has won by a final score of 8-3. Pens Islanders on Monday, Pirates Reds Tuesday, Pirates Reds Wednesday. Pirates don't play tomorrow, so it's got to be the Penguins. So the Penguins are winning 8-3 tomorrow night against the Lightning. Let's frickin' go! Cowboy Killers and Johnny go raise the Jolly Roger! Roger, the Pittsburgh mother-loving Pirates getting the win and winning the series in a big way over the last 2 days. Combined run totals over the last 2 days, 16-6. The Pirates have bats. They finally have an offense to be feared. This team finally looks like a semblance of a team that can be competitive. And it's not because Bob and I wanted to keep us happy. He wants to keep his cash cow and Paul Skenes happy. But man, the Pirates, a big win today on the road in Cincinnati. And the next game for this team, looking ahead to the Pirates schedule coming on up, is going to be the next series, actually the home opener series, up against the Baltimore Orioles. They'll be playing Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at home, 4:12 on Friday, 4:05 Saturday, and 1:35 on Sunday, before immediately going into 3 home games against the Padres. Lenny with a raise, a Jolly Roger. Nice call, my friend. Well, thank you, Lenny. I appreciate it. If you guys are enjoying as well, we'll be live throughout the Pirates season. It'll be a bit spotty at the beginning of the season because we do have NHL playoffs coming up, and we're doing a lot of NHL calling right now as well. But especially as the playoffs start winding down, especially as we get into July, we're going to be doing a lot of Pirates baseball. So make sure you guys are subscribed so you guys get notified whenever I go live for more coverage. By the way, we'll be live again later tonight around 9 p.m. Eastern for the LA Kings taking on the St. Louis Blues. A big game in the Western Conference playoff race. 2 teams fighting for survival, trying to make a wild card run. A big one. Let's see. Thank you, Michael. Going back to work. See you in John Eagle. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Enjoy the rest of your work day, Michael. But yeah, tonight, Kings Blues, 9 p.m. Eastern. We'll be live for that one. A game of survival in the Western Conference playoff race, as those 2 teams both see themselves on the outside looking in. But the way the Western Conference is, both teams have a good chance at being able to make it still. So ultimately, a big game later tonight that we'll be calling from the couch, from the studio again. But with that being said, I do think I am going to wrap up this stream now so I can get things ready for that game later on tonight. So if you guys did enjoy, drop a like, drop a sub, and I will catch you guys tonight. Peace out, and have a good one. See you, Michael. See you later.